Welcome, everyone, to a beautiful Friday night football. We are VSN. I'm Will Torrez, partner since day one, Ron Rubio. Like we've always said since day one, if you don't get chills after hearing that Star Spangled Banner, you're at the wrong place because it's ready to play some football, Ron. Ron, before we get started, there was a game last night, and it was a league matchup. You had the Calexico Bulldogs traveling north to Warren Field to play the Wildcats. I think Coach John Self is feeling pretty good after the performance last night.
Well, you should feel very good about yourself if you're John Self and the Wildcats. Why? Because you're 3-0 now. You're sitting on top of the IVL, standings.
Right.
And, you knocked off a team that was kind of up and coming, but just like Calexico, they tried to knock out the Wildcats, could not do it. So now tables have turned. Now the pressure, honest to God, the pressure right now is on the Imperial Tigers. Can they pull out a victory? They're 0-1 in league. You can't go 0-2. It's a 5-team league, Will, so you only have 4 games. If you lose 2 games, your best chance is what, 2-2, 500?
Yeah, no, and to fix something on your guys' monitor right now, Centro is not 4-4. That was a max prep. Yeah, they are 3-4, and Imperial, 4-3. So that's all correct. Why does that Brawley game mean a lot? Because they have a bye next week. They do not face another opponent till the Bell game. Mm-hmm. Now, with Imperial already having played Brawley, Ron, it puts Imperial in a situation where I'll say it, they got to win. And you know what, Coach Shaw and staff, they know they have to win, Ron.
Yes. And okay, the league is important to the IVL. That goes without saying. However, now you're kind of positioning yourself for your rankings in your division. Right now, Imperial, they're number 9 in Division 3. And correct me if I'm wrong, but is it 12 teams that qualify for the D3 playoffs?
Yes, 12
So
teams.
If that's 12, they're sitting at 9. What does a loss tonight do to them? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, Joaquin was our stats guy, and he's our do-everything guy. As we're looking down on the field, John Seaman getting ready for the coin toss. One thing that it does do, Ron, is CIF in the southern section, which is L.A. County,
sure.
Everything above San Diego, they've increased their teams in the CIF playoffs. Now, will San Diego section do that? We don't know. We really don't know. But you're correct in saying that only 12 teams goes in each division. So I don't think it's going to matter that much, and this is my reasoning for this, Ron. Central is a Division II team.
Sure.
So it's not that bad losing to a Division II. But then again, what's Central at? They're at 14-15 in Division II?
Last I thought they were number 12 in D2.
They did, and they dropped. For whatever reason, I mean, it's a tough league. That Division II is tough.
Division II is stacked. It's stacked with a bunch of good teams in there. So this is a deal, you know what fixes everything, rankings and all that? Winning.
Ron, we could talk all we want at the end of the game. But you know what? When it comes down to it, Imperial Shaw and company have to win this game. Now, let's jump over to the other side. Coach Rookie Peña, he's sitting in a pretty good position.
He's sitting pretty good after they're coming off that big win off of Del Valle, 36-28 win last week. And guess what? The Spartans are looking good. They're picking up momentum. The week before that, it was a 42-6 win over Calexico, I believe. So what Rookie Peña and the Central Spartans are doing, they're finding their momentum. And it's at the right time of the season. They started out 0-2, 0-3. I'm not too sure. But now they're on the verge of a 3-game winning streak if they pull off tonight's win.
Talking to some of the players, Sullivan being one of them, and one of my favorite, number 64,
Jace
Ramirez. They felt that they were disrespected. They felt that because their record was 1-4 at one time, 1-3, they felt they weren't getting the respect because they were playing tough opponent. And as we know, those were tough opponents. We've had the privilege to witness some of them. And so they're trying to send their own message out there to everybody else in the league. As we look right now at the referee coin toss, that's Mr. John Seaman. He will be the veteran official out there with 25 years plus as the white hat. Also at umpire, we have Benny Cotter. Head linesman will be Michael Walla. Line judge will be Roman Rubio. Back judge, Randy Ross. So one thing I'll say really quick about the officials, we're easy to get on them, Ron. But overall this year, we've seen some good plays. You know, they're under a lot of pressure, so they know they got to get it right. But you know what?
Right.
The game's not about them. Let's
No, it's
move
not.
on. Let's move.
And you know, one thing about officiating, let me tell you, it's a noble service that these guys do.
Yeah.
You know, it's a noble thing they do. Not everybody has the mettle to do it, and it's a tough thing to do. And, you know, and I think the fans in the stands, the coaches, especially the fans, they need to respect what these people do out here. It's not easy to do. And like I said, man, if you think it's simple, you know, simple, something simple,
Sign up.
why don't you sign up and come do it? They need people.
Hey, listen.
So, man, I have tons of respect for them. You know, I became an official, 4 or 5 years ago, and, you know, I admire what they do now, and I look at it in a totally different view, and good luck to everybody.
So,
here we go, man. It's time to do it.
you know, there's one thing about being on a Friday night. Thursday night is always special. You know, especially when it's a good matchup like we had last night, the Wildcats and the Bulldogs, it's always good. I'd like to say, you know, welcome to everybody here and hello to some of the people that will be watching both games. You know, we have Vic Carrillo and John Moreno. They are at Vincent Memorial Hopeville. You know, that's a whole nother story that he can carry the conversation. But let's get ready for this kickoff. Once again, we are VSN. Let's go.
Miles Rodriguez with the kick. Set to receive. That's number 4, Alejandro Perez. Perez at the 20, finds a little room at the 25, 30. He's going to fall forward at the 32. Good start for the Tigers as they will start at the 32-yard line.
Ron, got a chloroseptic stuck in my throat. Okay, there. So, Ron, we've been seeing this a lot. Very good field position from the receiving team. It's always been on the 35, 30 to 35, to 40, between the 30 and 40. But we talked about this against the Del Valle game, that Bermuda Triangle. Let's see what happens tonight.
Well, the difference in tonight's weather, no wind.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
It's a calm wind. There's no. You look at the flags at the east end zone. Nothing's flying. So here we go. Set at quarterback will be Rise Vindiola. Vindiola Gibbs too. I believe that's Naylor. And now I should have practiced pronouncing on the roster. They have number 7 is RHYS. Is that Riz? Reese. Whoa.
And we
okay, Reese Vindiola.
And there's also a number change too with Seth.
Shaw. Seth Shaw was number 24. Apparently he ripped his jersey up, and now he's number 2 tonight. So in the backfield is Jeremiah Naylor. The give is no, it's a fake. Pass intended for number 22. That's incomplete for the Tigers. Francisco Lopez, incomplete pass.
So one of the things that the Imperial Tigers did when they played Brawley Wildcats, they came out on fire, Ron.
61-yard drive, opening drive, 61 yards, jammed it down the throats of the Wildcats, touchdown. Had a great start, kickoff. What happens? Brawley fumbles it, they recover it. First play off that possession, they throw a pick in the end zone. Right now they're looking at a 3rd and 10, so a little bit difference of start.
I got a little story. I talked to Coach Shaw right prior to the game. I got a little story on that play I'll mention right after this play.
I'd like to hear that. Swing pass out to number 4. Completed. That is Alejandro Perez. Perez for a gain of maybe 3 yards, 2 yards on the play. It's going to set up a 4th down and 7 for the Tigers. So now they're in punting formation.
Yeah, feeling the Tigers. A tackle made by number 12, Josel Rodriguez. That story was when I was talking to Shaw about that play, he said, you know what, Will, when we recovered that fumble, I was going for the juggler.
And you can't blame him. That was great. Set to kick. That's Ethan Lopez. Elijah Perez deep to receive. Lets it bounce in the, identical starting spots. So the Tigers, the Spartans will take over at the 33-yard line. Good field position for the Spartans. Let's see how they come out. They've been coming out smoking the last 2 games.
Yeah. So now, if you are watching this game and you want to keep updated on some scores, please go visit valleysportsnet.com. Right there, we have up-to-date scores. We have all our articles, everything that we have written that VSN has done up to this date in the football season. So make sure you visit valleysportsnet.com.
And it looks like we're going to have a procedure call. Who would that go against? It's going to go against the Tigers. So offsides by the Tigers. It's going to give the Spartans a 1st and 5. Now, these are the kind of things that we saw last night. If you're the underdog, which the Tigers are tonight, let's face it, you have to eliminate the mental errors, the penalties, the turnovers.
You know, one of the people we're going to watch on that Tiger, of course, is Wolfgang down there, and he's set in the middle right over the center.
Wolfgang goes both ways. Cook in short motion again. That's Jeremiah Naylor jumping out. And there's a stop, man. Nice play. Great tackle.
Speaking of Wolfgang, there he is, just pushing people aside, making the tackle.
Diego Valencia and Wolfgang Horner, those guys play on the defensive line, and they're starters on I believe, the left side of the offensive line. So they're two big boys, 78 and 70. Keep your eyes on them.
So what's interesting about the Spartans, they seem to always start running that ball in the middle, seeing what the Tigers bring on the field, and then next thing you know, they're throwing that 40-yarder because we know he has the arm to reach them down there.
So a loss of 1, making down a 2nd down and 6. Still great field position for the Spartans. Doubles on both sides. Fake to Sullivan. Rodriguez again being rushed. He has plenty of field to run. 45, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Brought down by number 20 of the Spartans and number 29, I believe that's Ray. 29 is Roger Ray. He's all over the place on defense. And a great Tiger. Hey, what a name for an Imperial Tiger. Tiger Ochoa, number 20. Terrific name. Couldn't ask for a better name for that. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're now at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
Well, it's a terrific name, especially if you play for Imperial. I don't know if it's a terrific game if you play for any other school around here.
That's for sure. So 1st and 10. Sullivan in the backfield. Short motion by Cook. To give is to Sullivan. Sullivan on the left side. Sullivan to the 40. Sullivan to the 30. Knocked out by number 2, Seth Shaw. So here we go again. And that's the deal. You have to, on defense, no matter who you're playing, alignment, assignment, line up correctly, know what you're doing. Especially got a high power this offense is starting to click.
Yes, Ron, I do as well. You know, Central's ready to go. They're ready to go.
It's tempo up, tempo trips to the right. Rodriguez smooth. He's a cool customer now. He's changed a lot since the Palm Desert days. Being rushed. That was Naylor on the pressure. Nice defensive play by Seth Shaw. Seth Shaw, intended receiver, was number 14, Gavin Marini.
And on that note, I was talking to Coach Victor Cruz prior to the game. Ron, when we saw Sullivan take off to the left side and gain about 30-plus yards, Victor Cruz made a very good point. He goes, look, well, we're not that we don't have that breakaway speed runner. We have a power back in Naylor that they converted into a running back.
Yes, he did.
And then you see Sullivan, where you see the intelligence and the power in him when he takes off off a tackle.
Rodriguez with a quick throw, a little bit overthrown to Marini. Catchable ball, hit him in the hands, a little bit high, incomplete pass. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 10. So 2 incomplete passes after that big run by Sullivan. So we're looking at a 3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. 4-down territory, Will. What do you think right now? 31-yard line. What do you do?
I think both teams want to strike early, Ron. I really feel that they want that up-tempo game.
And this is a rivalry, I would call it. Here it is. Sullivan up the middle, left side. Sullivan at the 20. Sullivan falls forward to the 21. Quick hitter. Is it enough for a 1st down? I'm looking at the flanks.
And it looks like
it is. The 1st and 10. So right at the 21-yard line, another quick hitter, maybe the same play he ran that busted maybe 20 yards there.
Right.
So now it's a 1st and 10 for the Spartans, the kind of drive they wanted to do. Last week against Del Valle, I believe the Spartans threw an interception. They kind of went backwards in the first series. Now they're clicking. Let's see if they can cash it in. 1st and 10, 21-yard line, heavy set here. We'll call this the Wildcat. Straight snap, direct snap to Sullivan. Sullivan to the left. And Sullivan missed tackle.
Yeah, so everybody's in the box on that one, especially when they go to that Wildcat. Now, I really like the way Coach Peña, you know, sometimes he's huddling up, other times they're looking back. It looks like he's calling 2 plays in a row. I mean, I'm looking over here, and I don't know what to expect out of the Spartans when it comes to their formations and stuff like that.
Well, that's exactly what you want to do. That's what he's trying to do. Hurry up the offense. You try to make your defense not have time to make a defensive call. Trips to the right. 2nd and 10. Rodriguez with time. Rodriguez with a slant, and Marini off the hands of Marini. Usually that kid makes that catch.
Yeah, that was, that ball is coming out on fire tonight, Ron.
It's there. And the deal is, you know what? Sometimes a drop pass is, to me, in my opinion, it's kind of like a turnover. You're 3rd and 10. Now you're 3rd and 10. You could have had a catch. He walks in if he catches it. So 3rd and 10 for the Spartans. Trips to the right. Is that the yo-yo motion by Skylar clicking again and again. This time number 88 jumps off. That's Aiden Shields. Aiden Shields is a junior. He also plays tight end for the Tigers. So that's going to give the Spartans, 5 free yards. Makes the play calling a lot easier. 3rd and 5 is a lot easier than 3rd and 10.
Most definitely, especially when it's down deep in their own end zone down there.
So 3rd and 5 for the Spartans. Trips to the right. They give us to Sullivan to the left, and that's a play that clicked the last few times, and maybe a gain of 1, making it a 4th down and 3. 4th and 3 for the Spartans.
Well, the thing is, I do have to admit, the Tigers seem to have, except for that long run, they do seem to have Sullivan's number, especially making that tackle was number 55. That's Kyle Bishop down there.
Kyle Bishop is their leading tackler for the Imperial Tigers.
And if you look at Kyle Bishop right now, he's I wouldn't say he's hurt, but I will say he's favoring a leg down there. I hope it's nothing serious. Hope it's just a cramp or something, get out of the way. But knowing Kyle, he'll get back in there.
Snap straight to Sullivan. Will he get around the corner? He does, and that's going to be a 1st down. So number 3 had the angle on. That's Devin Mesa, but guess what? That's the deal about Charlie Sullivan. He just has that drive to, you know what? They've got me. Guess what? Prove it to me. Bring me down. He couldn't do it. You have to make those plays. Big play, 4th down and 3. Advantage Spartans.
And Ron, if you talk to Rookie and, we talk to some of the players down there, they feel confident down here. It doesn't matter where you put them, make it 4th and 4, 4th and 5, anything after that. Their confidence is, we're going to go for it. We feel that as long as we do the little things, good things will happen to the Spartans.
1st and goal at the 11. Rodriguez is looking. Rodriguez has a man home. That's Sullivan. Sullivan is going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. So, 1st down.
Tackle made by number 29 of the Tigers, but not until that's Roger Ray coming from this cornerback position to make the tackle, but not until Sullivan gets inside the. Is he inside the 5-yard line there?
He's at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and 1, or is it 2nd down and goal? It's goal. I thought they had a 1st and 10 at the 11. However, it's not.
It is 2nd down. I was with you on that same thing, Ron. 2nd
and goal. Sullivan again. Sullivan's going to bounce to the left. Is he going to get in? And yes, he does. Touchdown. Touchdown, Sullivan with 5:31 remaining. Spartans on a good drive. Cash in, 6-0 Spartans.
Well, there is something different about this drive that I noticed before. We've seen Central drive up and down this field. One thing that was not, they depended on the big plays. Ron, they consumed 7 minutes, except for the Imperial drive. So it was a 5+ minute drive. That's something when they start controlling that clock right here with the drives they have by running the ball, passing the ball. Sorry, excuse me.
No, go ahead.
Kick was good after that. That's just, I think that's what Rookie Pena wants to do is control that ball like that. So with 5:31 to go, kick was good. Who kicked that
Miles
ball?
Rodriguez from 25.
Miles Rodriguez, good for the extra point. Of course, making it Spartan 7-0 with 5:31 to go. What does Imperial have to do on their second series? This is going to be their second time to receive the ball, Ron. You know what? I mean, to be positive, Ron, they got to get a couple of first downs.
Yeah, they got to give their defense a break, let them catch the breath. The Tigers have several kids going both ways. I know for sure Wolfgang, number 70, and number 78, Diego Valencia. They're two-way players, man. They're big boys. They're playing on the offense-defensive line. And let's see what Shaw has. It's early in the ball game. Nice kick, good return. That's number 25 for the Tigers. Good return all the way up to the 25-yard line, and that is Dominic Suarez. Suarez is a junior, 5'10". Brings it up to the 35-yard line. So good field position once again for the Tigers.
No, and Coach Shaw does not shy away from admitting he's a gunslinger. You know, of course, he'll go for it on fourth down. He'll, last week we even saw Del Valle, reminded me of Coach Shaw seeing that hook and ladder right there. I mean, that was just great to see that old school play like that. But Coach Shaw, he's not shy to admit one bit that, look, he wants to throw the ball. He wants exciting football. He wants to spread it out all over the field, and then if he has to adjust, he'll adjust, which is a sign of a good coach, personally, if you ask me.
So Christopher Tierney now is the quarterback. The give is to 25, and and a fumble, and it's recovered. Number 12 of the Spartans. That is Josel Rodriguez on the fumble right after number 25 had just had a good kickoff return. Fumbles the ball on the jet sweep. Dominic Suarez with the jet sweep fumble. 5:06 remaining. The defense came through, defended it well, caused the fumble, picked it up, hustled. Josiel Rodriguez, touchdown Spartans.
Yeah, as any coach knows, any team knows, Ron, you have to capitalize on the mistakes. That was an exclamation point, capitalizing on that play.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, especially when you can get it and score, when Imperial, but it's still early in the game, 5:06 to go.
Miles Rodriguez set to kick. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 5:06 remaining, lightning strikes for the Spartans. They're up 14-0.
Letterman's and Bros, have you earned your varsity letter? We'll get your letter started today. Contact lettermansbros.com or give them a call at 760-693-5034. Ask for Don. Great sponsor for the last couple of years. Angie and Company. Like to say hello to all Havens family. Havens and Sons Trucking, located at 603 Main Street, specializing gravel, rock, and stone. For all your needs, give them a call, 760-352-6735. So, Ron, look, no panic button to push it, not at all, no panic button, but it might be a little bit of urgency.
Urgency's correct. That's a great term to use. So set to receive is number 4. That's Alejandro Perez. Instead, it's number 25, Dominic Suarez. Suarez at the 25, bounces it to the 30, trips himself up a little bit, 29-yard line. Great field position. That's good enough. 29-yard line, that's pretty good.
Nah, they've been starting around that same area right there. So, just Shaw will calm them down.
Calm them down.
There's no reason to have to score on the first play. Let's just get a couple of first downs. Shaw's just telling them, hey, guys, focus on us. Focus on us. Get a couple of downs. Let's drive this ball. And let's play Tiger football. Let's, what they're used to playing. Which I consider Tigers have one of the best lines in Imperial Valley.
They do. They really do. So they have now Reese Vindiola is the quarterback. To give it to Shaw. Shaw tries the left side. Shaw maybe find a little crack for a few yards. Talked to Coach Shaw, and he said that Seth has a little bit of a tweak in his ankle. Hopefully it's well enough to get some production at that running back spot tonight.
Well, the thing is, I don't think Coach, even being his father, would be able to keep him off the field, though, Ron.
4:40 remaining. That's a good gain of 4 yards. So let's make that second down and 6 for the Tigers. Trips to the right. Reese Vindiola. It gives back to Shaw. Shaw up the middle. Shaw bangs his way up for another gain of maybe 3 yards, making it a third down and 2.
I really like the way they use Shaw, Ron. He's that shifty back. He's more of a finesse back.
He's strong and he's quick.
And he's proving you don't have to be that big old back to go in between the tackles.
So big 3rd and 3, and it looks like they do get Jace Ramirez to jump off sides. Jace a little bit of electric kind of kid, huh?
Oh yeah, he has one of those great personalities. He's just fun to be around, fun to talk to him. When it comes down to interviews, yeah, he might be one of the favorites for VSN down there. Great kid, just got that great attitude, and not only that, it's great to, he was back the next week after they carted him off the field, but it was mostly precaution. I talked to his mom and dad, and it was mostly just a precaution thing. He took a week off, and he was ready to go again.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans on that. 3 runs by Shaw, I believe. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 42-yard line. Tiernan now, the quarterback, Tiernan on the keep, not hit hard by number 56 of the Spartans.
56 is Lerma. That's Dominic Lerma. Just, Ron, he got hit behind a line of scrimmage there, man.
And no gain on the field. Tiernan is a very athletic kid. You know, last season he played wide receiver. He was a wide receiver last season, and I had talked to Shaw, and we're projecting him as the starter next year. So he can run the ball from the running back spot as you bring in Reese Vindiola. Now, Reese Vindiola now is the quarterback. They shift, So Vindiola at quarterback, and next to him is Tiernan. So Tiernan can play, I would say, every skill spot they have there. Vindiola looking. The pass is complete to 22. He's running backwards. Is he going to find a way to get up there? He's now up. No, he's going to lose a couple of yards. Ran a mile just to lose 2 yards.
Well, Ron, that looked like a setup play. That
was Francisco Lopez.
That looked like a picket fence to the Tiger side of the sidelines over there.
Flanker screen, that's an old-fashioned flanker screen, or what do you want to call it, slot screen. I don't know the trendy term for it these days, but that's a good old wide receiver screen.
And it looked like it was open for a little while. You know, and that's one of the key things of staying home. And that's just disciplined football. Everybody take care of your area.
Staying home, and the Spartans have pretty good speed on defense as well. Good enough to cover sideline to sideline. So here we go, 3rd down and 12. Big 3rd down for the Tigers. They have managed to take some minutes off the clock. Fake to Naylor. Tiernan, and there's nothing there. Brought down by 53. That's number 53. That's also, let's see, who is that? 53 and 22, Martin.
Martin just coming back from his defensive back position. Ron, I'm seeing a very aggressive Spartan defense out there. I mean, they are in the backfield. They're in that they're in that Tiger backfield.
Mike Fisher and Martin back there making sure that Tiernan does not have any chance of making that 1st down. Decent kick. He's going to get a Tiger roll all the way inside, maybe the 36-yard line. So let's say 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Again, terrific field position for the Spartans, who have momentum going their way right now.
Ron, we've been talking about this in some of our previous games, and we talked about it at Del Valle. The youth, Mike Fisher being one of those players. He comes in, and he's part of that young group that last year he was a freshman, that COVID year, and now he comes in, and now he's a starter on the defensive line.
Only a sophomore, huh?
Only a sophomore, Ron, and he comes in, and look, he's making plays. That's what the mentality is around, high school football right now. Bring them in young. If they're good to play with them, go for it.
Meridian motion. And that's number 73 jumping off sides for the for the Tigers, sorry.
So we've been seeing a couple of.
I've seen like 3 so far.
So could that be the cadence, or is just a little?
Well, if you're a defensive lineman, you're not listening to the quarterback. He's not your quarterback. You're not on offense. What do you look at? You're looking at the ball. So that's a mental mistake right there.
Ron, you are exactly right. Taught that since you put the shoulder pads on.
That's
You're
right.
Exactly right.
That's not your quarterback. You watch the ball, D lineman. 2nd down and 5. Quick pass, and he's being rushed. Naylor, you have 88 in there. You have a 8-inch shield. Hey, it was a jailbreak.
Naylor in there, way to get in there quick. So this might be, it looks like.
2nd down and 11, loss of 1 yard. A couple of yards on there. 2nd down and 11. Trips to the left for Rodriguez. That's the thing. Can't recall Del Valle putting too much pressure on Rodriguez. Why? Because he gets the ball out super quick. Here we go. Rodriguez to semi-roll. Wide open. That's number 9 for the Spartans, Will.
Yeah, number 9 for the Spartans coming in to make that catch. That's Estrada. That's
Artie Estrada.
So what is your thoughts? And we've seen Damian Rodriguez. We've seen him mature, Ron.
Big time.
Yeah, big time. At the quarterback position. Ron, he was coming in with 20 seconds to go. They'll be able to maybe get one more playoff to go. But the maturity, but to see him excel at the quarterback position for these Central Spartans is just so good to see, I bet you, for the whole coaching staff.
Rodriguez again, as we said, look at that. Now Marini with the good catch. And he's going to be brought down by, there's Naylor there. There's also Aiden Shields. Good defensive play, no gain. We end the first quarter with the Central Spartans 14, Imperial Tigers 0.
And on a more important note, I think the Tigers are starting to settle in and go to their game plan. So, with that said, a message from our sponsors, VSN. Will be right back.
Back to the 25, 35, cuts to the right, 40, 45, and he's going to make it all the way up to the 49-yard line. So right, he gives to 6 at 10, that's the 40. Just cuts back, he's at the 40. Second down and 11 for the Spartans. Marinis, yo-yo motion. That's when you come back and forth. Fake, pressure by Naylor. Naylor misses. Rodriguez to Cook. Cook to the 15. Will, I tell you, you have to make plays, man. Yeah. You have to make these plays. Otherwise, they'll make you pay.
You know, this Spartan team tonight, Ron, is showing their athletes off because there's playmakers all over. But it looks like tonight they're starting to shine a lot more. And I really think it starts with Rodriguez at the quarterback position.
Sure does.
You know, I think when he got going, everybody else started going.
Well, here we go. Rodriguez rolling to his right. He's looking. He throws. He's wide open. And guess what? And I was just going to say, guess what name we haven't said all night?
Oh, man. A player of the game last week. Sergio Garcia.
Sergio Garcia. I just overheard the PA guy saying he's the number 1 or 2nd freshman receiver in the state of California.
I didn't hear the freshman part.
It was just freshman only. So, that being said, the Spartans find themselves with the 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. This is the deal, folks. If you're the underdog, you have to make plays, and I think we're going to have.
It might be. If John's calling, it's probably against the Spartans right here.
But guess what that does for them? If they're not going to give it to Sullivan on 3 yards out, that just gives them more space to run routes. But, you know, let's get back to the passing game of the Spartans. It's not only on the shoulders of Rodriguez. He has time to get the ball out because of his line.
Yeah.
The line is giving him time, and he's making quicker decisions. So the improvement has, I don't know what week that was, the Palm Desert game, week 3, week 2, I'm not sure. But this is like a difference of night and day. So here it is. The give to Sullivan. Sullivan cuts back at the 5, falls forward at the 5. So Sullivan.
And Ron,
gain of 3.
That's where the penalty. Now, of course, the score is 14-0, but still, look, they were inside the 5-yard line. That 5 yards moves them back, and now you have 10 yards to go. Those are the kind of mistakes you don't want to be making late in the season.
Second down and 6 for the Spartans. Knocking on the door again. That Spartan line is led by a couple of strong kids. You got Julian Ramirez at center. Let's see what they have. Sullivan to the right. Sullivan dodges his way through. And, you know, I'm pretty sure all the defenses, when they watch film, okay, when Sullivan's back there, he's going to get the ball. The deal is, can you stop it? He's going to go left, middle, or right.
Yeah, when you talk
and here it is again. Sullivan again up the middle, and this time, does he have enough to make it? No, they're going to spot him just short. And will it be 4th and inches?
Well, look, Ron, this line is going to, you know, you got number 76, Jonah Huerta up there, and then you got Big Mac Truck O'Havens up there, number
73.
73 Havens. Now, and then you have 79 on the other side for them. That'd be Anthony Ramirez, of course. But Ron, this line's got to go in if you're a Central Spartan.
And there it is, slamming the door, not slammed enough. So that's a touchdown for Charlie Sullivan. With 9:15 remaining, we have the Spartans 20, Imperial Tigers 0.
And Ron, the reason we mentioned the offensive line for the Spartans, you know, I personally, I consider Imperial Tigers coming in to this season, early in the season, with one of the best lines in Imperial Valley. So this was personal. This was personal. Coach Rookie Peña went for it, you know, up the middle with Sullivan.
Three times in a row, 4 times in a row. That's pure confidence. Rodriguez, Miles Rodriguez, that is, and the kick is up, and it's good for a 9:15 remaining in the second quarter. We have the Spartans 21, Tigers 0.
Ojeda Industries, commercial and industrial equipment supplier. Ojeda's Industries is a proud sponsor of Valley Sports Network. Voted #1 for Imperial Valley on the IV Press for best farming equipment provider for 2019. Located in Brawley, Ojeda's Industries is here to serve you. Thank you very much to Tony and Patricia Ojeda for everything they've done for VSN. The Dom Team Real Estate Company serves the Imperial Valley with a full array of services, limited not only to residential, but including farmland, commercial, and industrial grand. For honest and reliable service, give Andrew and Doug a call at 760-337-8600.
Miles Rodriguez with the kick. Alejandro Perez at the 20. Bounces away out 25. Cuts it up to the 30, 35, 36-yard line. Good field position.
Once again, Ron, great field position. That's one thing that Imperial Tigers has come out good. No, you know, they've had, I wouldn't say a short field, but they do have a decent field to get about.
Starting in good field position. Well, all their possessions have started no less than the 25-yard line. You couldn't ask for anything better.
And this is where the Tigers are going to have to get a couple of first downs.
Well, something has to get going right now.
Something has to get going.
A 2-touchdown deficit, 1 touchdown, you're back in it. 3 touchdowns behind, you better get something going, man. Or it'll be a longer night than what it already is for the Tigers. 1st and 10 at the 35, as we said. The give is to Shaw. Shaw maybe gets a yard or two. It's going to be a 2nd down and 9. There's nothing wrong in getting, let's say, there's 8:57 remaining. Hey, let's get a 5-minute, 6-minute drive. Just get a touchdown. Let's feel better about ourselves.
Yeah, you go into halftime thinking, good. Look, I love the play by number 56, Lerma. I mean, he's just playing a physical game from his right defensive position there, Ron.
Well, you know what? Last week, that Tiger offensive line blocked very well last week. They were really, really engaging with the Brawley defense last week. So here we go. We have a 2nd down and 8. The give, no, it's a fake, and that's Tiernan again with that read, but it's read very well. On the tackles, number 27, that's Angel Ortiz for sure. Angel Ortiz, I'm not sure who got the first hit on there.
22, that was 22, Ron. Martin, he came in there.
Martin came, and, you know, old school football, on that it's kind of like an option. If you fake the dive, who has that quarterback?
Number 22, Martin.
But what position?
Oh, that coming out of the cornerback position.
That's a defensive end. Come on, Will Torrez. Oh, that was your spot. Look where number 22's lined up.
You know what? They call him that outside linebacker. So because
They have some really cool names.
I kind of like the outside linebacker. I would rather be known as the outside linebacker than a defensive end. But yeah, no, you're exactly right, Ron. Because you see where, and I was keeping an eye on him. Did you see him walk off?
He deflected the pass on there. I saw that so that was an incomplete pass. Great pass by Reese Mendiola. 4th down and 7, forcing the Tigers to punt.
We have a score update right now. With the score 8-0 Hopeville over Vincent Memorial. 8-0 Hopeville is on top. Interesting game going on down there.
Ethan Gonzalez Lopez set to punt from his 25-yard line. Set to receive is Gavin Marini all the way back at his 20-yard line. Ball bounces, going to bounce out maybe at the 29-yard line. So, again, good field position for the Spartans.
Ron, you bring back memories when you start talking about the defensive end and outside linebacker. One of the reasons we saw Martin walk off is because these offensive now, it's,
You
back
have to
in the
do that.
day,
You have to do that.
yeah, back in the day, it was a lot of run offense, Now it's I would say more than 50-50, depends who you're playing. So they have that responsibility to go walk off in the flat area now.
And it's the way offensive now are being. It's the formation. Look how spread out. Look at the look at the Spartans here. Trips to the right. They're just spread out. There's no longer a tight end in there. So here we go. Rodriguez again. Plenty of time right through the hands of Marini.
And Seth, almost, if that ball would have been a little bit higher, not tipped so many times, he had a good opportunity to make a difference with a lot of green room in front of him right there.
Second down and 10 for the Spartans. And guess what, Will? Kind of reading what rookie Payne's doing. He's throwing on first down every time, it seems like. That's great because first down, you're expecting, hey, let's get 3-4 yards maybe. They want to get yards in bunches right now.
Well, Rodriguez is not the leading passer
1,400
for no
yards.
reason, yeah.
1,400 yards. The give is two. That's a new running back. Let's see who that new running back is. It could be number 43. Am I wrong or am I right?
Well,
not sure who it is. That's number 4.
Number 4 for the Spartans coming in is.
I don't have a number 4.
We don't have a number 4, yeah. But one good thing, I do not see.
That can't be. It's not Robinson, is it? I thought he's out.
No, Robinson's out for the year. I talked to his father, and he's out.
Okay, so third down and 9. This is a big play for the Imperial defense and the Imperial Tigers in general. Rodriguez looking for Garcia. Well covered. Good coverage there. That's number 3, and that is Devin Mesa. Mesa, pretty quick kid. 3 versus 3. Tigers win that spot right now. So 6:53 remaining.
This is what the Imperial Tigers needed right here.
First punt of the game for the Spartans. And Charlie Sullivan is the punter. I'm trying to think who was their punter. I don't know. We saw too many punts last week. I mean, my memory.
We would have remembered if it was Charlie Sullivan.
Really. Sullivan standing at his 20-yard line, and the returner here is that Shaw standing at his 37.
That is Shaw right there.
At our angle, guys, we just see the side of him. So that's a nice punt by, great punt, fair caught by Shaw again. 28-yard line, good starting spot.
Marianne Valenzuela is your State Farm insurance agent in Imperial Valley, specializing in auto, home, and business property, and more. With over 20 years of experience, Marianne will help you figure it out. Located at 122 Main Street in Brawley, give her a call at 760-344-0447. So, Ron, Imperial Tigers able to hold them down a little bit.
They're holding them down. So the goal is with 6:47 remaining in the second quarter, get a score. No matter how you get it, get a score. Well, you want a big shot, you want to drive the ball down, timeout Tigers. So with 6:47 remaining, we still have the Spartans 21, Tigers 0.
Exactly. And we'll be right back after some of our messages.
Got to find out.
Welcome back, everyone. And we just found out, we asked the coaches upstairs, number 4 at the running back is
Darian
Nelson.
He has a brother, Damian.
Oh, okay.
Number 5. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So we have a 6:47 remaining. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Shift to the left for, I believe that is Vindiola. Vindiola to number 4. That's Mesa, I believe. That's Alejandro Perez. Good catch by Perez. Gain of maybe 4 yards. You know, those little passes, well, they're just like really long handoffs.
Yeah.
That basically, you know, you're going to get something really quick. And they had good gain. 2nd down and 5.
And one of the things you're hoping is mostly, of course, to be one-on-one. One-on-one with the defensive back, and you're able to get away from him, and then, like you said, you break it away from that. So it's good to see that line we're looking at. I mean, yes, that's why we consider them one of the best Imperial Tigers lines, but the Central Spartans got something to say about that.
Again, a nice shot. That's number one. That's
And there
Jesse
it is.
Nichols. Jesse Nichols. No gain on the play.
That's Dominic Lerma, number 56. We were just talking about him earlier, how he's everywhere. Coach Rookie Pena has him jumping off different sides, coming back. Number 22 was a defensive end on this side a little while ago. So you never know who you're going to block. All you know is you got to cover color. You got to block color. I mean, that's one of the first rules of football,
Right.
you know. Just make sure you're always blocking the opposite color you're wearing.
So the offensive line for the Imperial Tigers led by Jose Apodaca at center. That's number 62. Guard Andres Gastelum, number 58. The other guard is Wolfgang Horner, as we mentioned, number 70. Tackles are Diego Valencia, number 78, and number 56, Ethan Reeves. Pretty young offensive line, Will. You have two sophomores there in Reeves and Apodaca.
They're young, and then they're good. And let's not forget number 88, Aiden Shields.
Aiden Shields tight end.
So with 5:13 to go, Imperial Tigers got plenty of time to drive the ball 65 yards and go into halftime with momentum. And that's going to be the key right here. They need, I mean, do they need a touchdown? Well, yes, it would help them a lot. It would help them mentally a lot. But what they need is just something positive to go in at halftime.
They want to feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
Because if you go in 20 to zip, nothing's working for you. You're going to be a little bit upset with everybody. You know, there's going to be, you know, hey, guys, what's going on here? You get a touchdown, that kind of makes you feel a little bit better. You got to get out of this 3-touchdown deficit that you're in right now. 5:13 remaining. Spartan defense is responding to everything they're doing.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. Eat what you love. Johnny's Burritos, located in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro.
3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. They give it to Naylor. Naylor trying the right side, and he may get a half a yard on that play. Again, you have Martin on the tackle. Let's see who else is piling off. Is that Lerma again? See, some of these numbers of kids, if you see the kids walking off, you can't even see their numbers. That's number 59 for the Spartans. That is Israel Roscone. Roscone had a big game last week. So 4th down and 4 for the Tigers. Set to punt for the Tigers is number 13, Ethan Gonzalez Lopez. Set to receive, Gavin Marini at his 29-yard line. Nice kick. Gets him out of the ball. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be a very good field position for the Spartans. And all the way up to there. Keeps at the 40-yard line. So with 4:34 remaining, Spartans 21, Tigers 0.
And while we have a little break before Imperial Tigers go on the defensive side, and Central Spartans I can guarantee you, with 4:34 to go, they'll be ready to go. I'd like to give thanks to some of our camera crew that's down there on the bottom. Jalen Fong is our sideline reporter. He'll be talking to Rookie before he goes into halftime. J.J. Galvan and, of course, Eric Swain down there.
1st and 10. Rodriguez set to throw again. He's being blitzed. Ray on the tackle. Caught by Sullivan. Great play by Ray.
Ron.
That is Roger Ray. So a gain of maybe a half a yard, 2nd down and 9.
So, Ron, I'd like to introduce you, and once we get a break, I'll let you know. But this lady in front of you right here.
Oh, hi.
Sophia Saldana. She represents, she's an assistant to the band director.
Okay.
We always talk about football. We're going to go a little different halftime interview
Nice.
with Sophia. Yeah, a little bit of different. We're going to get a little insight from her.
Don't be nervous. The give is to Sullivan. Sullivan up the middle. Sullivan's going to fall forward for maybe a gain of 3 yards, making it a 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. For the Spartans, I'm sorry. 3:42 remaining.
So with the clock running, 3:27, 3:26.
Rodriguez trips to the left for the Spartans. Tigers, are they showing a blitz? Rodriguez looking. Rodriguez pressured up the middle. He's going to tuck it and run. He cuts back at the 45, falls forward. He gains 3 yards on the play, make it a 4th down at the 46-yard line. Are they going to go for it? No, they are not going to go for it. Well, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky pulls out a fake right here, fake punt.
4th and 6, 3 timeouts to go. Interesting, Ron.
Okay, we saw some crazy things last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did, man. It was very interesting to watch that.
Charlie Sullivan's going to be the punter. Set to receive back for the Tigers is, I believe that's going to be Seth Shaw again. He's standing at his 20-yard line. Sullivan got a good punt off last time. He's standing at his 34. The kick is up, and it's a pretty good, decent punt. Shaw with the fair catch. Shaw with the nice catch. And the Tigers, at their least, this is, I'm not going to say the worst field position, but it's not too bad. 23-yard line, so they're going to start at the 23-yard line with 2:29 remaining. And how many timeouts do they have? One.
Imperial has one
timeout remaining. So what can you do with 2:29 remaining? We'll have to wait and see.
I think the key is that first play, Ron. If you can go deep and get good yardage on that first play, I mean, then you make decisions after that. So this first play is it's going to be the telltale sign to see what happens.
So here come the Tigers. And Vindiola is the quarterback. Back with them will be Naylor. Naylor's been a little bit quiet tonight. Haven't called his name on defense nor on offense. Pretty sure he'll get going. Doubles on both sides. Whiteside is to the right of Vindiola. Vindiola looking. He's rushed. He gets hit. And it's a short ball. Josiel Rodriguez again.
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
And look who was back there making the hits back there. Number 56, Ron. Number 56 applying pressure. You know, Lerma has been coming in there and just making a difference, Ron.
Well, you know, we built up the offensive line, but I believe that was a blitz. I'm not too sure. I didn't see what was going on. Vindiola just got rid of the ball, took a hit, did not get too much on the ball. Turnover.
Now, with 3 timeouts, different story. Good first down.
Totally different. So here are the Spartans at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Trip to the right, single back is Sullivan. Fake to Sullivan. Rodriguez to Skyler Cook at the 20. Hey,
Ron, did you see the wide open running a post pattern right there, number 14?
I did not look at the post pattern. I just watched the play action fake. Boom, hits it. Smooth sailing for the Spartans right now. Throwing on first down seems like every possession right now.
Well, I can guarantee you the coaches upstairs saw it. Let's see what happens with that, because with the 2 minutes to go and the clock still counting, let's see if the coaches catch on that.
1:53 remaining. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're going for it. Rodriguez looks. Rodriguez throws, and it's overthrown. And is it a pick? It's a pick.
You know,
good play by number 3, Devin Mesa. Devin Mesa, what a great effort. Bails him out of a big hole. You get down by 4 touchdowns. I'm going to say, hey, man, that's so hard to come back from 3. Hard enough for 3 touchdowns? 4, my God. Great play, Devin Mesa.
Well,
Tigers still have a little bit of life in them right now.
Well, one of the things, Ron, is maybe they didn't have to score. Imperial didn't have to score, but I'll tell you what, they did a great job by keeping the Spartans from not scoring.
Let's see if they can maintain the ball for 1:46 remaining. How many timeouts? 1.
They have 1 timeout.
1 timeout remaining. Now they bring in quarterback, the new quarterback. Well, it's not a new quarterback, but they're bringing in Tiernan at quarterback. Shaw is the single back next to him. That's to the left. Ray coming in. That's number 29. Looks like he might be a tight end or a wing. Looks like he's a wing. So it's kind of a running formation. Are they just going to get out of here and Tiernan again with the fake? Tiernan up to the 26-yard line. Tiernan quick. He's very quick-footed quarterback, running back, receiver. He could do it all. So you have 1:33 remaining, 1:30 and ticking. 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers. The ball is at the 26-yard line. Tiernan is the quarterback. They'll rotate him and Vindiola. They give it to Shaw. Shaw finds his way up. Shaw spins his way forward. That's going to give enough for a 1st down at the 31-yard line. 1:10 remaining. Clock runs as soon as they set the stick, so 1:08 remaining. Are the Tigers just trying to get out of this half down 21-0? Do they get the ball at the start of the 2nd half? I'm not too sure. I don't remember. So timeout. Looks like a timeout by the Tigers. Timeout Tigers. 56.7 seconds remaining. Spartans 21, Tigers 0.
And VSN will be back with 56 seconds to go after this message is from our sponsors.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Welcome back, everyone, with 56 seconds to go. Imperial Tigers looking at a first and, Ron, we're looking at a 1st and 10 right here. And that was their last time out. That was Imperial Tigers' last time out. Now, listen, the one thing you do want to do, you want to keep the ball away, especially down in this end of the end zone, away from the Central Spartans.
We have a first down. 56 seconds remaining, 3 timeouts for the Spartans. They get a stop here. Believe me, they're going to call a timeout. Mendiola bounced off, almost. So that's a great rush. You're not going to get to the quarterback. Great coaching. I'm not sure if it was Martin or Lerma, but they deflected the pass. Hey, it's anybody's ball after that.
You know, but at the same time,
you can't get to the quarterback that you're taught. Get your hands up.
Yeah.
Block his vision.
The good thing is Shaw's not timid to go for it still. You know, down 21 points. He's never going to believe that he's down or can't come back. That's one thing for sure for Coach Shaw.
The players see you believing it, they're going to believe it as well. So you have doubles on the right. They give us to Shaw. Shaw jiggles his way up for maybe a gain of 3 yards. We're going to have a timeout by the Spartans. Am I correct? Yes, I'm correct.
Yeah.
So with 47 seconds remaining, the Spartans called their first of 3 timeouts with 47 seconds remaining.
So, IV Welding and Mechanical. Tonight's game is brought to you by IV Welding and Mechanical, your industrial welding contractor for all your heavy metal needs. IV Welding incorporates welding techniques to build high-quality systems that exceed clients' expertise. Give Fred Baez a call at 760-482-9353. And Ron, did I tell you the town pump is now open?
I've been told that last week, and I've been dying to go. I'm just waiting for Marie to get a day off so we could go over there and have a great meal with Juanita and Gabriel.
So the weather is beautiful. Everything's open up. They got special hours, so you can always call the town pump now and make your reservations at 760-344-3663. That's the town pump in Westmoreland. Back to our action here, Ron.
Okay, big third down right here. If the Spartans get a stop, believe me, they're going to call a timeout. Vendiola looking, Vendiola throws, and a drop by number 1. You rarely see number 1. That's Jesse Nichols. Nichols, usually very sure-handed, drops a pass. Well, I've been telling you, drop passes they hurt.
Yeah, they hurt.
They hurt.
And that's a double hurt. I'll tell you why. They could have been a first down, but why is it a double hurt? It stopped the clock, and it saved a timeout for the Spartans.
Yes. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better situation for the Spartans. So 41 seconds remaining. They're going to get their punting, let's say, punting from the 34-yard line. They've been getting decent punts off. I haven't seen a return yet, but Lopez has been getting the boot on that kick. He's going to have to get a really good kick pump for them. But with 2 timeouts remaining, the way they've been protecting the core, one timeout. Now, what happened here? Did Spartans call a timeout?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, the incomplete pass.
No, but they had to call a timeout because you don't get to come to the sideline on the incomplete.
So what the heck? They must have. Okay. Do they set up a pump block? Deep to receivers, number 8. That is Elijah Perez, I believe.
Ron, we will have Coach Roque Peña before he goes into the locker room with the live interview from him. Ooh.
I was looking at Perez. Perez, fair catches at the 44-yard line. Terrific field position, 36 seconds remaining, and 1 timeout.
I'm just looking at these Central Spartans. Like, I mean, you see people like Garcia just doing it all. And I don't have to remind people, a lot of them know already, he doesn't play like a freshman. If you're a freshman already playing and he doesn't come off the field, Ron, you're not considered a freshman no more. That kid's just a playmaker.
You know, I heard, or I don't know who I heard it from, but that his nickname was Bubba. Now they call him Blaze. Here we go. Trip to the right. Rodriguez snaps it out to Garcia. Garcia at the 45. Nice tackle. Nice tackle.
Beautiful
Great tackle. And that's number 3, Devin Mesa. Mesa, who made that very important interception in the end zone. Last possession, comes up with a big play. Mesa is only a junior. Good play by Mesa. And they're going to let it go with that. So that's going to end the first half with the Tigers down. Spartans 21, Imperial Tigers 0.
And like we said right now, we are going to go to Rookie Peña down on the field right now.
Coach David Rookie Peña, coming here and speak with us at halftime. Thank you for taking the time. Defensively, you guys are swarming to the ball. Josel Rodriguez had that scoop and score touchdown. Tell me, how effective is your defensive game plan against Imperial tonight?
Well, the defense has been doing a great job finding the ball, and when you find the ball, good things happen. So they've been doing a tremendous job.
Offensively, I want to talk about your quarterback. Earlier in the year, he's had his struggles, throwing interceptions, but over the course of league play, it looks like he's gaining more confidence. Tell me, talk about his growth being the play caller at Central.
Well, obviously, he's got a couple games underneath his belt, so he's doing a good job with the reads, and we'll continue to, be smart as we move the ball.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Thank you. Will, back to you. Back to you.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, as we look at our score, 21-0. Will Torrez with our play-by-play, Ron Rubio, Joaquin Matus up here on a homecoming night. We have J.J. Galvan on the field with Eric Swain and Jalen Fong with a great interview at halftime. VSN is changing things up a little bit, and we cannot forget Alexandria Saragosa down there with our fan support, one of our favorites down here. VSN is changing it up a little bit. One of the big things when you come to a Central Spartan Cal Jones Field is the band. Up here with me tonight is Sophia Saldana. She is the assistant coordinator for the band people down here. Sophia, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for VSN giving us this little spotlight here.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, the Central Band is really the spotlight. So, and let me clear something up for a lot of the people out there. One of the things, we can't really show the band all the time. We can show the band, but we really can't have the volume on because of the copyright. So, I mean, people need to understand that on our platform that we show our games, as you know, there's rights to music. So as soon as YouTube has these, what's it called, the aneurysms or what is it?
Exactly, something along those lines.
Yeah, something along those lines where they shut you down if you don't have the copyrights.
Yeah.
So, Sophia, tell me a little bit. What's the number of the band members that you have right now out there?
So right now we have about 79 band members with about 30 or 20 of the accompanying auxiliary and tall flags, including our majorette out there. This is a smaller band that we've had in the past. The most that we've had is about 150 in the past recent years, but since with COVID, everything, it's understandable that the size has decreased. So, but with the students that we have, they have really just given everything that they got so they can overcompensate and get us back into that shape.
So, it's only natural to think that COVID not only just hit on the athletic side, but it also hit on the band side too, among a lot of other things. That's correct?
That is completely correct, Will. Yes.
So with you being the assistant, who's in charge of the whole band and how long have they been there?
Oh, that would be our band director, Renee Baker. She has been with us. This is actually her 26th year since 1996. She succeeded her former band director, the late Jimmy Cannon, who was the band director for 30 years from 1966 to 1996 when Mrs. Baker took over the band director as band director.
So, well, congratulations. 26 years being anywhere is really good. So,
exactly.
When you see her, I'd like to meet her. When we get a chance, all this is over, I would like to meet Mrs. Baker. But let's go back a little bit. So word has it, and I've only gotten a little bit of history on that. So Jimmy Cannon, being the legend that he is, and then Cal Jones being the legend that he is also, were really good friends, and that's what started this whole trend with the band and the football team. Give us a little bit of history on that part.
Yeah, so Cal Jones and Jimmy Cannon, they were the band director and coach for the 1960s, and they really collaborated, and they wanted to incorporate the school spirit, the music, with the athletics program, because athletics is really important to the band, and the band really wants to, be the 12th man on that field, giving passion, making sure that the team has the correct hype, the determination to get that win, like we saw last week against the team against Texas. So we really want to make sure that we're all together, and that exposure that Jimmy Cannon and Cal Jones really gave us the opportunity to go on the trips that we've had in the past recent years. For example, the latest trip in 2019 when the band traveled to Honolulu, Hawaii to participate in the 2019 Pearl Harbor Memorial Parade.
To hear stories like that, that's actually pretty cool, and to have people like yourself to come up here and give us a little bit of history lesson. I mean, I'm learning a little bit of things going there. And when you talk about the fundraising, is most of the fundraising off campus? I mean, I'm sure it is. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's actually off campus. Right now, we're kind of recuperating, trying to find new ideas to fundraise. The past recent years, we've done pie sales for Mary Calendar pies during Thanksgiving time. In the past, we've sold wreaths for Christmas time, and we've also, our next fundraiser that's coming up is the sales of our halftime show tickets, which is going to be November 2nd on Tuesday. We're going to have our halftime festival here, and that's going to be our next fundraiser.
Well, that's really exciting. It's good to see, it's good to see every band participate. Of course, this happens to be one of the biggest ones, and it's, it has, just a big name out there. So congratulations to Mrs. Baker, yourself, and everybody else that's a band member out there. And look, coming from VSN, anything you guys need, anything that you would like to promote, let yourself or Mrs. Baker know. That we'll be more than happy to post anything they need or any information that needs to get out there, because I do believe in that. To me, it's great coming here to Cal Jones Field and then seeing that, and then you learn a little bit about the history that Cal Jones and Jimmy Cannon had. So, we as a fan, we're all very appreciative of that.
No, yeah, definitely. And as you mentioned it, learning about the history in the band, that's what we're trying to do with our current students. We have other leadership positions. We have our section leaders, our drum majors, our majorettes, but we also are incorporating our librarians and historians and they're the ones that are really going to dig in deep and uncover the past and the history of the band. You can see more information about that on our social media platforms, on our Instagram and Facebook. We share videos of the band's rehearsals, the band's songs, their upcoming performances, and anything that they do in preparation for these events.
No, and you know what? Social media it's such an influence, Alan. It's very important to be out there in front of the public, because that's one of the things that I know that's one of the things that drives VSN is the social media aspect of it. So from VSN, Sonia, you were great. I really appreciate you. Were really great. No wonder you've been there 11 years. You told me you've been there.
Yeah, I've been involved with the band for 11 years, or 10 years actually. 7 years as studying as a student, and the past 3 years as working with the band.
Well, I hope I'm around a couple more years to catch up with Mrs. Baker when she decides, if she ever decides to leave. So from Will Torrez, VSN, Sofia Saldana, thank you very much. VSN will be right back after these messages.
All right, thank you.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today 760-337-8600.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Welcome back to VSN on a Friday night. We're finishing up our halftime, and Ron, I'd like to do a shout out. We don't do any of these,
Not
but
really.
Jamal Weatherspoon from Leroy's Barbecue. We just ate some of the best sandwiches.
Pulled pork barbecue sandwich, delicious. Woo.
Whoa, wait, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, go down, and Leroy's is located down there on, I'm sure the people in El Centro know, but they're located on 4th Street. And look, I'm doing this, VSN's doing this on their own. We appreciate them bringing us some of that barbecue. Ron and I looked at each other after we took a bite of those sandwiches. They're legit, people. Go visit Jamal at Leroy's Barbecue. All right, Ron, let's talk a little bit about the game now. Let's get back to this. What more important thing, 21-0? Little positive note, the Imperial Tigers stopped the Spartans from scoring again, but let's talk about the Tigers. What Shaw's going to have to turn this thing around?
Well, number one, they're going to have to stop the Spartan offense. But they've kind of found a way. They slowed them down a little bit. Deal is, they've got to get some offense going on their half. I mean, it's. I don't think they've crossed the 50. I don't think they've gotten into Spartan territory. I may be wrong. However, this is what halftime's all about, adjustments. When you go in behind, you're making more adjustments than the team that's ahead. So let's see what Shaw and the Tigers are going to come up with for the offensive side. Defensively, they've just got to buckle down. And the thing is, when you're playing an offense such as the Spartans right now, where they're clicking, it's kind of hard to stop anything that's going on.
Yeah, but Shaw, he's really only 1 or 2 plays from breaking it. You get on the scoreboard, you get, let's say you get a 7-21 score, you stop them again, and then if you can complete, Ron, you got to get within 14 points, early in the fourth quarter, if you want to keep up with these Central Spartans.
Well, like it is, you're running out of time. You have 2 quarters left. Like I said last night, there's an important part of a football game. It's like the last 3 minutes of the second quarter and the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. So that's the meat of the middle of the game right there. Those 6 minutes mean a lot. How do you come out at halftime? If you're ahead by 3 touchdowns, do you relax? Are you relaxed? Or are you just going to put the metal to the pedal and let's rock and roll? Let's keep the, you want to say something meaner? You want to put your foot on their throat, not let them get up? That's killer instinct, man. And on the other side, the Tigers, survival football. You got to fight to come back. You're on the ground. You're getting kicked. You got to get up, start swinging, and let's see what we could do right now. So here we go, set to kick off for the Tigers is number 22. That number 22 is Francisco Lopez. Lopez is kicking off too. We have Estrada back there, I believe, or number 9. It's already Estrada, I believe.
That's correct, and
Oh, and it's a poocher. And there's Elijah Perez. You remember Elijah Perez in Palm Desert? I mean, they punted, they pooched it there. It went Palm Desert way. They put Elijah there, no more. That didn't fly well. So the Spartans are going to take over. Great field position at the 37-yard line.
So it's going to be very interesting to see if the Central Spartans, like, they gave the ball up. They turned it over on downs, and they recuperated, and they were able to get the ball back in the 20. I'm curious to see if they're still going to, like you said earlier, pedal to the metal with this offense.
Ramirez, first down play, and it's a run. Shocker. First up the middle to Sullivan. Just right back to the line of scrimmage. So a good defensive play there for the Tigers, who have to buckle down on defense. In a perfect world, no mas, no more touchdowns for the Spartans. That's what you have to think if you're a Tiger.
Yeah, and for the Tigers, number 70, Wolfgang Horner, and number 78, Diego Valencia in there for the stop. And like you said, that was a rare run up the middle.
Run up the middle. So here we go, trip to the right. Motion
on first down.
Yeah, on first down. That's right, second down and 10. The give is to, no, it's not. That's Skylar Cook to the 40, Cook to the 45, Cook to the 50, falls forward, first and 10. All you have to do is get the ball into these athletes' hands and let them do their magic. And Skylar Cook showed you what he could do.
Well, when you mention that word athlete, of course, number 10, he is one of those athletes.
Skylar Cook pops out, and you watch film on the Spartans. Now he's getting taste on the side. He's getting on the offensive side a lot more than he did in the beginning of the season. Another weapon for the Spartans. So here we go, trip to the left. First and 10 at the 50-yard line. Rodriguez rolls to his left. Rodriguez looks. He's being rushed by Horner. He escapes. He throws. Incomplete, intended for Garcia. Post pattern down the middle, wide open. And, we never really got to touch on the maturity of Rodriguez, but it's like night and day compared to the one game that we compared in Palm Desert.
Correct.
I mean, but like I said, it's not all Rodriguez. It's that offensive line giving him time, and he's getting the ball out so much quicker than he was in the beginning of the season.
No, and like we said earlier, the way he's maturing as a quarterback behind that offensive line right there, he's done an excellent job on that part.
So the Spartans have a second down and 10. The give was to, no, that's Jake Garcia. I did not see what was going on. Jake takes a big hit. Takes a big hit at, but that was number 78, and I think number 78 is a little bit woozy. That's number 78 for. That is Diego Valencia. I hope Diego's okay. Looked like he took a shot. Seems like he's okay.
That was just a good-looking play.
That was just a fierce football play. Good catch, good run, good tackle. So here we go. First and 10 for the Spartans. 10:26 remaining. Gavini with the short motion. The give is to Sullivan. Sullivan tried the middle. He's not going anywhere. That is Wolfgang. Wolfgang Horner with the tackles. Maybe a loss of 2 yards. That's a drag down.
That's 3 points right there in wrestling for Wolfgang.
And Wolfgang is a heavyweight wrestler, isn't he?
Yes, not only just a heavyweight wrestler, he's a stud. He is a freaking stud on the wrestling team for the Imperial Tigers.
And I think he's a shot and disc guy for the track team. So with 9:55 remaining, we still have the Spartans up 21-0. They now find themselves with the second down and 11 at the 36-yard line, moving the ball inside Tiger territory. Motion Gavini. Fake to Sullivan. And a rush by Naylor. Fumble.
Naylor, that's the kind of plays, Ron, that's what Imperial Tiger needs. Those kind of plays coming from Naylor from the blind side right there. They're able to tackle him. And lucky that the Spartans recovered the ball on that.
Well, these are the breaks. This is a break that the Tigers needed. They got the sack. Hey, let's get the fumble.
Yeah.
But there was only one guy, and the only guy next to him was Wolfgang.
So Imperial Tigers getting a little aggressive, which is something they need to do, Ron.
Speaking of Wolfgang, why is he out of the game right now? So they have a difference. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to count them in. Wolfgang's off the field. Again, Naylor with the pressure. Rodriguez dodges it. Overthrown. And Shaw with the drop interception there. Fourth down.
You know what it is, Ron? The Tigers are not getting those little breaks that you sometimes need to get you over the top. You have to start creating your breaks. The pressure the defense did. You have a sack by Naylor, fumbled by Rodriguez. Where's somebody else at to make that fumble recovery? Nowhere. Yeah.
Interception right here, waiting to happen. Instead, now you're in pump formation. You're standing at your 10-yard line. That's Shaw. and that's Sullivan standing at his 42. Sullivan gets a clean kick. Nice. Kicks it away from Shaw. And it's going to bounce. Oh, a Spartan bounce big time. It's going to roll inside the 10 or right at the 10. So, not going to say they dodge a bullet, but they stop the Spartans from scoring.
Well, they're able to pin them down deep inside
now
the
10
10
they pin right. So
yeah,
now
so
8:48 remaining in the third quarter. Still a 21-0 ball game.
And listen, when you mention that name, Naylor, you cannot mention without mentioning Big Chris down there at Top Notch Barbershop. Come and check them out. Open 7 days a week at 317 Wake Avenue in El Centro. Open every day of the week, where regular haircuts are still $20 and military and seniors is $15 every day. Go down and say hello to Big Chris. That
Chris,
Top Notch.
Can't leave out the boss, Amanda. So here we go. Number 7 is Reese Vindiola. Vindiola is a freshman quarterback. Fakes to, and that's a completed pass to Alejandro Perez. So he fakes to Naylor, slant pass to Alejandro Perez. Good offensive play for the Tigers for a 1st and 10. Slant pattern, hit him, 1st and 10 at the 20. Gets out of the hole automatically right on 1st down. Couldn't ask for a better start on this drive. 8:26 remaining.
You know, Ron, I don't think we'd see any kind of different play calling coming out of Shaw if the score was tied right now. I mean, this is how aggressive he is all the time. I personally, like I said earlier, I personally like it.
Vindiola fakes to Shaw, and it's another batted down pass. And I'm going to bet you that was either Martin or Liziola. I'm going to bank it on Martin, number 22. Coming off that edge, that kid is athletic. And is Martin a freshman or is he a sophomore? I don't have my roster to verify. However, that kid's playing big-time ball already. And was his brother 22 or is that his cousin from last year? So we have a 2nd down and 10.
6'2" freshman coming in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and, hey, man.
He's
So
not,
you have Garcia, number 3. You've got Martin over there.
yeah, Central Spartans got a lot of good things waiting for him in the coming years.
Fake to Shaw. Vindiola with a nice little spot pass, little tight end pop to Ray. Incomplete pass, making now a 2nd down, make that 3rd down and 10. Just missed him.
Ron, you know, which of course is one of my favorite plays. That's something we don't see too much often, which was always a good yard gainer. Was that was your typical tight end pop?
Right? You know, you just try to release your tight end into where the backers are at, get behind them, just a little bit overthrown. So 3rd down and 10, 8:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Fast-moving ball game, Will.
Yeah, it is.
3rd and 10 from the 15. Make that to 20. Tigers looking over at the sideline, throwing a signal. I think we're going to get a timeout by Davis Shaw. So with 8:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter, we still have the Spartans 21, Tigers 0.
And VSN will be right back from some words from our sponsors.
Silky Beat.
Rocket.
Welcome back. And if somebody sees Jamal from Leroy's Backyard Barbecue, make sure he has to send us a message down there at VSN if he would, please.
3rd down and 10. Tiernan is at quarterback. Tiernan is going to roll to his left. Tiernan is looking, sets up, he throws, he's open. Nice catch. That's number 22. That's number 22 for the Tigers. That is Francisco Lopez. Francisco Lopez with a good catch. Now, not a drop. Keep the chains moving, man. You got to keep doing it. You have to find something. You have to get a score in this quarter. You don't want to go down by 3 touchdowns heading into the 4th quarter. 7:40 remaining.
No, and the last thing you want to do, Ron, I know it was still 7:35 to go in the third quarter. The last thing you want to do is come into this game and you don't want to win. But one of the second things you don't want to do, you don't want to leave without scoring on that, being able to score against the Central Spartans.
They give it to Shaw. Shaw trying to bounce it outside. He cuts up. He gains about 4 yards on the play. Let's give him 5. Second down and 5. So moving the ball just a little bit better than they had in the first half.
And on a good note, I don't see Shaw favoring his foot there. I mean, it's
his
good.
Ankle.
His ankle. It's good to see him being able to cut back on that right side and turn it upfield after that. So good for Shaw.
Good for Shaw. Good for the Tigers. Second down and 5.
Just a very athletic kid. Love seeing his motor run, especially when we saw him last year as a freshman there, Ron.
Tiernan. Fake to Shaw. Tiernan takes it up the middle. And a nice hit by number 59 of the Spartan, and that is Israel Roscoe. Roscoe had a big ball game against the Del Valle Conquistadores. Great hit right here. Knocks the helmet off. I believe the quarterback has to come out for a play.
Well, the good thing is they have a quarterback ready to come in.
Sure is. So that's the luxury of being able to rotate your quarterbacks and not skip a beat.
Now, being low, if you go back to the 1980s, where his dad was a quarterback here for the Imperial Tigers.
Really? So does Vindiola draw him off sides with the hard count? Looks like he may have.
Yeah, good
so
play.
Now where do we find the Tigers? Inside Spartan territory. Can they mount the drive, keep it going? 1st and 10. The ball's going to be placed at the 44, 43-yard line, moving in.
So one of the good things is to see Coach Shaw being able to go in at halftime and make these type of adjustments, where he's able to at least drive the ball, get a couple of first downs, play some disciplined football, and get that. First of all, I'm not even going to say keep that momentum going. Get some momentum going.
They're finding the momentum. They're finding traction, getting something moving. They give us to Shaw. Shaw up the middle, and that's what's helping out Shaw. They're getting that run game going. And, hey, he's about half a yard short of a first down. 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. So now they have something going on. Something's moving. Something's positive. Keep it rolling. See what they could do. And like I said, it's the emergence of this right now in this drive, the ability to move the ball by running it.
Yeah, and I'll make a correction on that. I referred to Shaw as a freshman last year and was a sophomore year. He is, of course, a junior this year.
So that big offensive line with number 78 in there, that's Valencia on the left. That's Wolfgang Horner. As I said, Apodaca is a sophomore, number 62. Tiernan, that's Vindiola, and he's open. Whoa, just misses number 1, intended for Jesse Nichols. Jesse Nichols was the go-to receiver last year, just an inch or two overthrown, man.
Yeah, Ron, those are the things that Imperial Tigers coming out strong, coming out with a little bit of attitude in the second half, in the third quarter, and that's exactly what Shaw wants to see. Now, was it missing in the first half? Yes, but listen, they still got plenty of time. With 4:50 to go for the end of the third quarter, they need to make something happen out of this drive right here.
Second down and 10, 4:50 remaining with that incomplete pass. Vindiola to his right, pressure by Martin, throws, nice. What are you going to call that? There's a saying for that.
Beautiful play.
Toe drag swag, number 1, Nichols with a great catch. And now, see what's happening? They're not dropping passes.
Yeah.
They're giving the quarterback time to throw. So they're helping themselves, so much so that the Spartans call a timeout on defense.
Whoa, we start seeing that. And now, I'm not going to say the Spartans are worried right now, but they themselves are going to have to make a little bit of adjustments. So VSN will be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back, everybody, where we're looking at 4:39 left in the third quarter. Rookie Pena and the Spartans call a timeout to make some adjustments on this defense as we see the Imperial Tigers driving on them.
The give to Shaw. Shaw trying the right side. Shaw is going to bounce it out, and we have a flag. Most likely a hold. I'm not going to assume anything, but usually that's what it's called. That's usually the case. A wide out maybe holding somebody. So that may negate a 5-yard gain by Shaw.
Let's see what Mr. John Seaman has today. It looks like it's going to be holding against on the Tigers, which is going to bring them back, yeah.
So that's a spot foul, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's a spot foul from where it was. 10 yards. Now that
still first down,
still
right?
Still going to be first down, Ron, but now you're looking at what, 16 yards to go for a first down?
It's a tough sled. That's a tough sled, man. Tough sledding.
Especially when you're driving. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it's a momentum killer, but when you gain 5 yards on that play, now they take you back, 5 yards on top of that. Yeah, that does affect it. It doesn't hurt you, but it does affect you.
So 1st and 16. Ray with that little short choppy motion, a fade, and it is caught out of bounds, Nichols. So great effort by Nichols. It was a little play action fake because the running game was working. You fake that fake that run to Shaw, and throw it up. Why not? 4:04 remaining, making it now a 2nd down and 16.
Well, as we saw Nichols catch that ball out of bounds, it was good to see the principal for Imperial Tigers on the sidelines, Mr. Apodaca, right there.
He made the catch.
Showing no emotion, but still, he wanted that catch made.
Fake to Naylor, slant to Ray. Ray's going to find himself very close to a first down. I'm going to say they're going to give it to him. Nice play, nice execution for the Tigers.
Making some good plays. Like we said, Roger Ray is one of those names we haven't called often, but he's making his presence known against this game, when they're playing the Central Spartans, Ron.
Roger Ray for that first catch, so now it's going to be 1st and goal at the 10. The give is to Shaw. Shaw tries to make his way up the middle. He's going to be hugged and brought down by, let me get that number. That looks like number 32, Liziola.
Liziola making his presence made on that tackle, make sure they don't get anywhere. And now you start to see the Tigers a little bit faster tempo, Ron.
2nd down from the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 8, 4-down territory for sure. Did we get the Spartans? Did he get the Spartans to jump off? And it looks like, yes, sir, it's going to be the Spartans. So
Ron,
5 yards, you got to do what you have to do to get some yards. 5-yard penalty, why not?
I'm counting about 6 or 7 penalties, offsides on both teams.
Both
Ron.
teams.
That's something that's unexpected of.
It's kind of like, well, if it's the defense, you're gung-ho, you want to go, man. You're high-strung. Like I said, what's the basic thing? Watch the ball as a defensive lineman. But they're moving the ball on him. You're getting a little bit antsy. You want to make a big play. Understandable, but unforgivable. The give is to Shaw. Shaw up the middle, close to a first down.
Very
touchdown.
close.
Let's say he's maybe at the 1-yard line. Third down and goal.
I would say you're correct on that, on the 1-yard line right now. And Shaw is not that big power back.
No, he's not. But man, the thing is,
plays like one.
But look how he runs with his shoulder square.
Yeah.
And they missed him last week against the Brawley Wildcats.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Walked in there wobbly.
3rd down and goal. Do they give it to Shaw? Yes, they do. And he's going to be brought down. Great play. I want to see who that kid is that came rushing in from a corner spot.
Is that Jace Ramirez?
That's number 8. That's Elijah Perez off the corner blitz. Wait a minute. That's 4th and goal. Wait a minute. Was that 4th down? I thought it was 3rd. Well, however, it's going to be a turnover on downs. The yard marker said 3rd down. There's no indication on the scoreboard what down it is. They're going to go for a field goal. Okay, I got you.
That's what it was, yeah. But the down marker was showing 3rd.
So it was 3rd down. Set to kick is Ethan Lopez. Ethan Gonzalez Lopez. The hold, the kick. It's up, and it is
good.
Now, what's the technique, the mechanics? I see the flanks come rushing in after each kick.
Well,
I don't remember that. Maybe is that something new or?
So the flanks come in, rushing in, blowing their whistles because as soon as
the kick is up,
the whistle is blown. So they're going in there just to. It's like one of their mechanics.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
So with 2:23 remaining in the third quarter, we have the El Central Spartans 21, Imperial Tigers 7.
For the best
Oh,
burgers.
3. I'm sorry, 3.
3. For the best burgers in town, it's Burgers and Beer, located at 260 North Avenue in El Centro. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Burgers and Beer is a place to watch the game. Great food, great service. That's Burgers and Beer. And not only that, we are thankful for Burgers and Beer for being able to give out gift certificates for the player of the game.
Cool.
To each for VSN of the VSN South and the VSN North games. So before the game is over, we will pick our VSN Burgers and Beer player of the game for this game today.
A little squibber down the sidelines. Is it going to stay in bounds? It does. It's going to be picked up by the Spartan. That's Gavin Marini. I just kind of combine his name, Gavin Marini, Gavini. I'm sorry about that, Gavin, but it's a first good heads-up play. He's going to take the ball up to the 26-yard line. So that's where the Spartans will take over with 2:16 remaining in the third quarter.
2:16 to go.
Lots of time.
And the thing is, they have the.
I want to know why the scoreboard is reading 7. Was it touchdown?
So they gave him a touchdown, and that was not a field goal attempt. That was an extra point.
Did you see a signal by touch? However, well, good for the Tigers. So the first down play, that's going to be a run by Sullivan for a gain of maybe 5 yards, second down and 5. Wow, I did not see that it was a touchdown. I thought he was stopped short of the touchdown.
Coach, did they give him a touchdown on that? Yeah. They did, huh? Yeah. I thought that was a field goal they were going for. So it is a touchdown for sure. Yeah. Okay.
So it was a touchdown. I kept reading the scoreboard, 21-7. I thought they were going for a field goal. Touchdown Shaw. So the give is back to Sullivan. Now back to the ground game. Gain of maybe 3 yards out on the play. It's going to be third down and 2. Can the Tigers get a stop here and get the ball back?
Now, we couldn't see it from up here, but that's really, Ron and I are so in tune into this game where we're watching everything. It's just, we missed that, and we apologize for that. But, God, I mean, we're really into the game. I should have been watching the officials to see for any kind of signal. That's my fault. But let's move on. Good for the Tigers, 21-7.
21-7, 1:10 remaining and ticking. Heavy set for the Spartans. Trying to draw him off sides. The give is to Sullivan. Sullivan didn't see anything up the middle. Bounces it outside as he usually does. And a tackle by Shaw. Shaw is a little bit shooken up on that play. So Shaw may have had his shoulder little stinger on the right side. That really hurt.
Oh.
You could feel it. You could see it.
Well, both of them went low on that. And I'm thinking that Sullivan might have got a helmet right into Seth Shaw's right shoulder because they both went down at the low position. Come on, Shaw. Shake it off, baby.
Shake it off. Get them nerves moving again. Motion by Marini. The snap, the give. We're going to have a penalty. Pop pass to Marini. And a nice, Shaw without wrapping Marini. 20, 10, cuts back at the 5. He's going to be tackled down by number 32 of the Tigers. 32 is Pablo Moreno. Moreno with the hustle, but it's going to be brought back, I believe.
Yeah.
Illegal shift by the Spartans.
And look, and we're seeing Shaw just.
Shaw came
that's
in
a
with
sure
the hit.
tack, yeah.
He did not wrap. It was a shoulder hit. His ankle looks like it's bothering him. His shoulder. Warrior, man, trying to stick in there. So with 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter, that big play, was brought back by an illegal shift. And it's going to put the ball back. Hey, that's a big break for the Tigers. Sometimes a call that goes your way helps you out more than a play that you made.
Well, very few times we see Rookie Pena go all the way out to the numbers to argue a call, but I'm sure he let John Seaman know that his presence on the sidelines.
I did not see that, so it looks like we're going to end the third quarter with no time remaining on the third quarter, as we said. So the Tigers were able to bang one in with Seth Shaw's running, led them to their only touchdown of the game. So we're going to start the fourth quarter with the Spartans 21, Tigers 7.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Welcome back, everyone. Ron, with the score 7-21, the start of the fourth quarter. I still believe Imperial Tigers, they can get this going. It's going to be up to them. This is what it's about right here. Now, did they get a late start? Yes. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible.
Very possible, man. You just got to get a stop and a score, and it's a different ball game, 21-7.
And that's the thing, Ron. Imperial Tigers have to get the stop. And, there's another thing. They're getting banged up doing it, though. We see one of their key players, Seth Shaw, out there. And look, it's not keeping them out, though. That's for sure.
Well, let me tell you something. As a coach, you have a banger like Shaw. You want to wrap on tackling, guy. You put that shoulder in there. I know his daddy's going to tell him, son, next time wrap up, save your shoulder,
but
get a tackle.
I got to admit, it looks like you got a stinger.
And here we go, Rodriguez wide open and a great tackle. Great tackle by Shaw. Marini had it, but jarred loose by the safety Shaw. No shoulder effect on that play. So Shaw's still in there, hanging in there.
No, I see him hurting, though, Ron. I personally see. I do not see him coming out, but I do see a little bit of, because he's that type. Yeah, see. He's that type, Ron, where like he plays off his energy so much, man. I just don't think he's going to come out, but I do think that shoulder might be bothering him. And we know that the ankle was bothering him already.
So we now have a 2nd down and 15 for the Spartans. Marini with the motion. He crosses the whole scrimmage. Rodriguez looking. Rodriguez is being rushed by 88, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Defending on the play was Pablo Moreno. Is that going to be 3rd down? Yes, it is. 3rd and 15. Incomplete pass. Clock stops. Big 3rd down play, I'm telling you right now. If the Spartans convert, hey, man, the nails on the coffin start getting nailed in there right now. But if not, if the Tigers pull off a stop, that's what they need. So this is a really big play right here. 3rd and 15. Let's see what the empty backfield is. No, it's not. Rodriguez rolling. Rodriguez sees a man. He's open. He's being defended. Nice play by Mesa, number 3. 3-on-3. Mesa wins it Mesa wins out on that one. Devin Mesa. So that's been a little battle there. Mesa versus Garcia. I've seen it 3 times. Mesa comes out on top on that one.
Ronnie, you called it. You called it before this series happened. Imperial Tigers needed that stop. And that's exactly what they got right now. Now, can Sullivan pin them back, or are we going to get a good run back from Seth right here, and the Spartans be able to get a good punt with the Imperial Tigers, hopefully, in their mind, and Coach Shaw, coaching staff, get good field position.
No wind and a beautiful kick. Shaw, he looks like he's going to return it. He has some room. He catches it at the 35 and gains maybe a yard on it, but guess what? 36-yard line?
Yeah.
Can't ask for a better start for the very important first drive of the fourth quarter with the 11:34 remaining for the Tigers. Critical drive right now.
Julian Cortez, number 58, in on that tackle.
Hey, good tackle, good special teams. And last week, there was a number 24 out here for the Spartans who made 2 big tackles on kickoffs, man. Some guy, number 24.
Yes. Remember, we just loved running off the field. And you know who that is, Ron? Number 24 for the Spartans.
Cesar Becerra, should have known. Becerra, number 24. That kid made 2 critical kickoff team tackles. So here we go. 11:34 remaining, and the Tigers are taking over. Tiernan is the quarterback. Tiernan's going to keep it. Tiernan's not going to get much. If he does, yes, he does.
Yes.
Kind of like a rugby scrum, as they call it, all the way up to the 40. So he gains 4 tough yards on that run by Tiernan. So the ball's at the 40-yard line.
Now the clock's not so much a factor, but it will start becoming a factor with 11:13 and the clock keep running right now.
So here we go. So we have 11:07 and ticking. Tigers walking up to the line of scrimmage, not in a hurry right now. 2nd down and 6. Tiernan fakes to Naylor. Throws it out to Ray. Ray at the 45, drop down at the 45, short of the first down by maybe a long yard. So it's now 3rd down and 1. Another big 3rd down play. 3rd down plays are crucial at any part of football.
Well, if you're going to be short by 1 yard, I would recommend that at least did he have an opportunity to go out of bounds on that?
No, he did not. It was just a great tackle.
Yeah.
You know, the defender was there, brought down right after the catch. The give is to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to fall forward for a 1st down, and number 23 was showing a blitz there by the Spartans. And that's an aggressive defense by the Spartans, man. They have a blitz package coming from everywhere. You got your corners coming. You'll have your outside backers dropping into coverage, and they'll send somebody else from the middle. So very good defensive scheme for the Spartans. 10 minutes remaining now and ticking. So now you're under double digits in time. It's 9 minutes and counting. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 47-yard line. They're still in their own territory. Tiernan is the quarterback. Jeremiah Naylor is the back. Tiernan rolling to his left. Tiernan, you better get rid of it. He does. He throws it up for grabs, and it is defended well by Skylar Cook. Intended for number 4. That is Alejandro Perez. And let me see the other kid that was out there. So Cook was there to defend it. Another defender for the Spartans is down. That was Jesse Nichols out there. So it was plain and simple, a jump ball, go get it. Knocked down by Skylar Cook. So defended well. Looks like number 23 of the Spartan is down.
Ron, this is exactly what the Imperial Tigers wanted to do at the start of the game. They wanted to come out like this, get a little bit of field position, carry the ball, get some 1st downs. They're doing exactly whatever Shaw told them at halftime is working right now. Is it too late? I don't know. I don't think so, Ron. I mean, they scored on that long drive, was able to put up 7 points up there. So it's good to see him come up. Really good.
Joel Gonzalez Valdez. Been in and out of the starting lineup right there. Was there to break up a good play with Skylar Cook. It's now a 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. And as I said, you're inside of 10 minutes now. Every drive is important. You don't know how many more times you're going to get the ball on this. And the Tigers were in the same position last week with the Wildcats. They were down 21-8, I believe. And they found themselves, coming back. So are they going to claw their way back? Let's wait and see. Fake to Shaw. Tiernan at the 50. Tiernan's going to bounce out to the 45, 44-yard line, 46-yard line. And that little run option or read, fake the dive, pull and go, that clicked last week, and it's clicked for him during the season. That's the best run I've seen for Tiernan so far. And it's a critical time now, 3rd down and 3.
No, that's what I was going to mention right now. Critical time, Ron. You called it 3rd and 3 right now. Very important play. Of course, they were already inside Spartan territory right now on about the 46-yard line.
46-yard line. Tiernan again trying to draw him off sides. Spartan showing blitz. You have Shaw's back in there at running back. 9:29 and counting. No, the clock has not started yet.
He went out of bounds.
There we go. The give is to Shaw. Shaw up the left. Shaw to the 40. Shaw, another 1st down for the Tigers.
Ron, what is your evaluation on Shaw right now after we've seen what he's been going through right now?
Well, you know what? This kind of reminds me of when we saw the Tigers up there at the Kickoff Classic versus El Capitan. That second half, they found something up the middle. They just started running. And it was funny. We talked to David Shaw in the parking lot that night. He goes, Ron, you know how much I don't like to run. But it worked for him. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that conversation? So here we go. 9 minutes. Inside of 9 minutes. 8:59 remaining. 1st and 10. Fake to Shaw. The throw. He's open. And it's overthrown. Intended for number 25. That is Dominic Suarez. So just a little bit overthrown. That's like the 2nd pass. First it was Nichols on that other side.
Yeah.
Now it's over here Suarez. Maybe they're going to find a time where they can click. That wasn't the time yet. So 8:50 remaining. It's the 4th quarter. So let me tell you something. Dominic Suarez had a good kickoff return. He did have a fumble. I think that was a scoop and go. But now's the time to make up plays. Now's the time. It's money time. This is winning time, like Magic Johnson of the Lakers used to say. There comes a time in a game where you have to make plays. This is the time for the Tigers. High snap. That throws off everything. And that's number 5, Damian Nelson. Damian Nelson coming from his cornerback position. That's what a bad snap will do for you. It throws off the timing.
Yes.
All the rhythm's gone from that play, man. Now you just got to ad lib. You got to make something happen. So that's not what the Tigers needed. Now they're back a good 7 yards. We're looking at a 3rd and 17. If you're the Tigers, do you go for it on this 4th down, Will?
Well, knowing Shaw, I'm thinking he does, but being up here, it's a whole different story.
For real, it's a lot easier to say yes or no. And that pass is going to go way out of bounds.
He might have been rushed on that by that. We're looking at some of those defensive players that the Central Spartans are switching
That's
around.
Lerma again. That was Lerma, correct? Number 56?
Yeah, number 56 Lerma, but number 68 Jimenez was in there switching him.
Now they're rotating players.
Yeah.
I don't have Jimenez like in their first two. Jace Ramirez goes running into number 64. Hey, man, it's 4th down.
It is. He's, like we said,
4th down and 17.
That's the philosophy of Coach Shaw
and
right there.
Here it goes. They're going to go for it. Not too many possessions on it. Martin's going to rush him. Tina's going to throw, and it's going to be a strip, and it's going to be a fumble recovered by number 52. That is going to be number 52 for the Tigers. So Martin knocks it loose, and Julian Ramirez recovers it.
Yeah, and regardless, it was going to be Spartan ball after that. But, Ron, I think what made a little bit of difference on that play with 7:59 to go, right, as we see the Central Spartans take over, that pass that was on the Imperial sidelines over there, that was just a bit overthrown. It was thrown on the outside shoulder closer to the sideline. If he, just that little bit, it's been the difference in the ball game.
That's how it's been,
You called it in the 3rd quarter where we had Nichols miss that one over here, so they're just off a little bit, which has made a difference in tonight's game. Now it might be against the Spartans and made the
whoever thought jumps off sides.
So it's going to be against the Spartans, yeah.
So that's going to be a 1st and 5 break for the Tigers with 7:59 remaining. A must stop. You want to say maybe a 3 and out. And
they've done it before, though, Ron. They did it the previous series. So they were able to stop the Spartans. Now time is starting to become an issue. If you're a Spartan, Ron, you want to see that clock tick.
The clock's
if you're a
in your
Tiger,
favor.
You don't. You want to be able to stop it.
They give it to Sullivan, and it's a good tackle by number 55,
Whoa.
Kai Bishop. Bishop with a great play coming from his linebacker spot. He's not the leading tackler. That is the reason why right there. Good play by Bishop. It's going to be now a 2nd down and, let's say, 16.
No, but to see Bishop go in there from that middle linebacker position and not only make a stop behind the line of scrimmage shows how aggressive that defensive is of the Imperial Tigers.
Grandpa John's pretty proud of him up there in Flagstaff, wherever you're at, Coach. Hello. Here we go. And a pass, incomplete. Hey, good.
Great read by number 32. Just being able to read that, being right in the middle of that, Ron.
Pablo Moreno's been around the ball on these pass plays, so that now
stops the clock.
Stops the clock. 7:21 remaining. Another big 3rd down showdown right here.
I'm telling you, I think whatever Shaw told them at halftime and the rest of the coaching staff is working. Was it too late? Well, we got 7:21 to find out.
So what does Rodriguez and Rookie Pena have up their sleeve? Trips to the right. That's a start. A screen to Sullivan. Sullivan at the 50. Sullivan's going to fall short by maybe half a yard. Wow, I believe they're going to go for it. They're very close to a 1st down. Didn't see that screen coming. Great call.
Great call on that. And the confidence right now that Coach Rookie has, yeah, I believe you're right, Ron. I believe they will go for it.
Just, you get the 1st down right now. I'm going to have to say game.
No, I don't know if we're going to say game because – they do need the ball back, and they don't need Central to be able to kill more time off that clock.
Sullivan, he's going to get it. Sullivan's going to get the 1st down. Is he going to bounce it out? Yes, he does. Sullivan runs it out of bounds. up to the 30. Let's say they're going to mark him at the 38-yard line. So that's going to be a 1st and 10. Backbreaker for the Imperial defense. 6:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now that's the deal. You know, like I said, you know what's coming.
Now
you know it's coming.
He went out of bounds, but the clock is running. He went out of bounds. So I don't think the Imperial Tigers have caught on to that. 6:15, 6:14.
So 1st and 10. The ball's at the 39-yard line. They're now the Spartans will take their time coming in and out of the huddle and maybe calling the play. Let's see if Payne is going to just say, hey, let's go for it. And he does. And why not? You have Rodriguez. Good blitz by none other than Bishop. Bishop got the pressure on him. Just a step. That's been the whole story of the night. They've been a step.
Yeah.
Just one step away, 1 inch away from making a pass, 1 inch away from catching an interception.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You have to make the plays in the big games.
The ball just didn't bounce their way, but you're exactly right. I mean, we saw a lot of plays where the ball was tipped and the Imperial Tiger was in the vicinity right there, but just, you know, the ball was short. Not that it was Imperial Tigers' fault. It's just one of those things. That's the way the ball bounces.
Sullivan again in the power set. Sullivan tries the right side. Sullivan gets maybe 3-4 yards on the play. We'll give him 4. Let's say 2nd down, 3rd down, and 6. 3rd and 6, and again, 5 minutes. You have to stop him here. It's most likely going to be 2 downs to get this 1st down if you're Pena and the Spartans.
So your assessment, and with 5:23 and the clock still running, your assessment where the Central Spartans are right now, Ron, compared to where they were right before league started. I mean,
to me, it's night and day, man, and it starts with the offense. You know, the defense is getting better, but what the biggest improvement to me since the Palm Desert days, we covered that game, is this offense and the play of the quarterback.
Yeah, led by Rodriguez. I mean, we have a timeout here.
With 4:59 remaining.
And was that an Imperial Tiger timeout?
I believe it was.
Yes. So with that said, VSN will be right back with the messages from our sponsors. Welcome back as we look and correct ourselves twice tonight. It's probably a lot more errors we're just not noticing. But that was a timeout by the Central Spartans. So that's leaving the Central Spartans, of course, with 2 and Imperial Tigers with 3 with 4:59 to go. Ron, let's get back to the point we were talking about. When we talked about night and day and the difference being the offense led by their quarterback, number 7, of course. You know, he's been the difference. Damian Rodriguez has really stepped up his game.
Well, you know what? You know, as I said, you know, the running backs, quarterbacks, receivers can't do their stuff if it's not for that offensive line. And, you know, but they've turned things around. So here we go. Power set against Sullivan. Sullivan looking at, like, do they have the right personnel in? It's 3rd down. Are they going to draw them off? Sullivan's going to try the left side. Sullivan's stretching it. Sullivan is going to be brought down by, that's number 36. That's number 36 that's Joel Villacampos. Campos is a sophomore. So with that speed of Sullivan, couldn't get to the corner, brought down by Moreno. No, I'm sorry, Campos. 4th down now and 8.
And I still see Rookie having the confidence in his offense to go for it.
Why not, man? You got 4 minutes left. You're up by 2 touchdowns. Go for it.
You got Sullivan as a punter, though, also. So, I mean, you know, I've always loved that where the punter goes and he starts running.
That rugby,
rugby style, yeah. And especially with a player like Sullivan, but that doesn't seem to be the case right here as they have trips to the right, Ron.
And you have Rodriguez, who's a 1,400-yard passer. He's looking. He's got a man open, and it's Sullivan, and it's a 1st down at the 15. So 4:05 remaining. It was a they needed to, you know, this is the deal. Just like I said, and I quoted one of my favorite athletes of all time, Magic Johnson, it's winning time, man. You make the plays. You have to, Will. You have to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to claw your way back. You have to buckle down. You have to make the plays when you have to. And it just didn't happen tonight for the Tigers. Great effort in the second half. They've held the Spartans to 0 points in the second half, I believe. And there's Rodriguez. Rodriguez probably going to fool me wrong. And it's Artie Estrada. Estrada with the flanker screen. Touchdown, Artie Estrada. So with 3:31 remaining, right as I said, there's no score in the second half. They get one in there. Congratulations, Spartans, 27-7 with 3:31 remaining.
Yeah, and just when we thought that Imperial was starting to turn things over and they were going to be able to stop the Spartans, it was not to be. With under 5 minutes to go, Centro was able to put in a drive. And
they did it when they had to, man. They made the play, yes,
too, and with a little bit of pressure on them, fourth down, they're sending a message to the rest of the Imperial Valley, especially to the neighbors to the north.
Miles Rodriguez kicks it up the middle, and with 3:31 remaining, we now have the Central Spartans 28, Imperial Tigers 7.
Ron, one of the things I want to talk about, VSN will be right back here. We'll be right back here.
What's that? Oh, thank you, guys.
Hey, get that gentleman's name.
What's your name? Chuck?
I used to work in the press box, and I just came up here to watch.
Well,
all right, Chuck. Nice meeting you, man. Good job, man.
Take care.
We'll see you. We'll be here.
So one of the things I want to talk about, Ron, is next Thursday, VSN, Ron Rubio, Will Torrez, Joaquin Matus, Sarah, JJ Galvan, and we also have Eric Swain. We will be featuring the city championship, Ron, from Cal Jones Fields. Of course, Central Spartans facing the Southwest Eagles. It's at Southwest.
Is it Thursday night?
Thursday night. The game will be held at Southwest.
So here's a kick by Rodriguez. That's number 25 for the Tigers. He's at the 30. Bounces it all the way up to the 30, and that is going to be Dominic Suarez. Suarez, like I said, Suarez is a junior, 5'10". Get some coverage. And you know what, man, there's one thing that the Tigers had all night, and that's good starting field position. Every time they got the kickoff, they were a 25 and above, it seemed like. So now they're at the 30-yard line, 3:25 remaining.
And you know what, Ron? That's why we have smarter people than us up here to correct us.
That sure is.
So the game, the city championship, will be at Southwest Stadium at Eagle Field down there. Coach Haynes has his Southwest Eagles ready for the Central Spartans. It's always a city championship. Like I said, it will be held Thursday. Now, Vic Carrillo and John Moreno will be at the Imperial. It will be at Calexico where Imperial goes south. No, that game is at
overthrown pass. That's an overthrown pass.
So that game will be held in Imperial, where we see the Bulldogs will be traveling to Imperial for another league game.
Well, you know, Imperial has 2 more games. Their next 2 opponents are going to be Calexico and Southwest. So they're going to be 0-2 after tonight. They have a chance of finishing the league up with going 2-2. Central, meanwhile, as you just mentioned, their next 2 opponents will be the Southwest Eagles on Thursday, and then the showdown that everybody's looking forward to, the Bell game, Brawley Wildcats here at Cal Jones Field.
Well, the difference is, Ron, we've been doing so many games on Thursdays and on Saturdays. It's coming down to the end of the season where it's hard to me to catch up where I'm going to be the next day. I wake up in the morning and I'm wondering if I have a game.
Yes, sir.
Personally, on that note, though, I hope everybody out there is enjoying this. Look, it's given VSN an opportunity to showcase more teams, to showcase more scholar athletes.
Yes, sir.
And I know not everybody likes the Thursday games. Sometimes it's hard to make it all the time, but look, it has given the scholar athletes an opportunity to showcase. You never know who can be watching these games.
Number 75, Diego Hernandez, the crowd favorite, is in at tackle. The give is to Naylor. The tackle is by Lerma, number 56. So number 75, the heads up for Diego Hernandez. He's a sophomore. So 2:30 remaining, Spartans 28, Tigers 7. As we said, the Tigers now will be 0-2 in league. And here comes Diego running off the field. He got his play in, and a timeout by the Spartans.
And Ron, with 2:19 to go, I'd like to announce the player of the game. And we're going to get together with Jalen Fong right now and announce that in a couple more minutes. That's the VSN Burgers and Beer Player of the Game.
Who? I think he said Josiel Rodriguez, number 12. We got an interception and a scoop and score. Josiel Rodriguez, number 12.
Yeah, so with that said, we're going to go on the defensive side for player of the game today. We're going to go with number 12, Josiel Rodriguez. He's only a sophomore. Last week we picked a freshman, and listen, we're not here picking these young. I'm an old school guy. I'm a big senior type of guy. But these underclassmen are really playing some good football. So congratulations to number 12, Burgers and Beers, player of the game, Josiel Rodriguez. And I'm probably mispronouncing that first name.
It sounded cool. And there's Josiel, just Johnny on the spot making a tackle. So tackle by number 12, right on cue. That's a 4th down. And they stop him. And Josiel Rodriguez, number 12, good play, good game, young man. I believe he's a kid who got the scoop and score.
Yeah.
And he also got an interception. So
made a difference in the game. Got that score early in the game and was able to make a difference because, look, you don't score that, they go in and 14-0, then you got to have a different mentality going in the game. But let's not forget Fred Miramontes, Undersheriff for Imperial County, representing the Sheriff's Department, where they want to create the Sheriff's Department to create a crime prevention unit, can assist you by meeting with you and their neighbors. Make sure to give them a call at 442-265-2000 for more information. That's Fred Miramontes, Undersheriff for Imperial County. And let's not forget, get everybody in the north end, don't forget to get your shirts from Graphic Industries. Go down there and visit Frank. He will have the Bell Game shirts, which he has yearly. Every year he has something set up. I've seen some of them that are coming, and Frank invites everybody to go down there. If you're from the north end, get ready for that Bell Game in 2 weeks.
Is Frank open on Saturdays? So I need to pick up my jersey.
I know you got his number to call him.
Yeah.
So next week, like we said, we will be at Eagle Field, Southwest Stadium, where Coach Hangs will meet up with Coach Rookie Pena. And the roles are reversed over there. Not reversed so much. Coach Haynes was the head coach when Rookie Pena was underneath him. And then we have, of course, the Calexico Bulldogs visiting Shimamoto Simpson Field, where the Bulldogs will travel to take on the Imperial Tigers. Now look, I don't know what's going to happen at the Bell Game, but I do know one thing. Imperial Tigers got to get ready for CIF playoff because they will be in the playoffs.
That's like I said, their next 2 games, they've got to go, they've got to go, let it all hang out. The season's not on the line, but it's going to make a big difference. So now they're going to fall to 4-4. The Spartans now break even at 4-4. They're a 500 ball club now. And this is what it's all about, league play. And this is what the Imperial Valley football is all about right here. A game just like this. And, it's only going to get better the next 2 weeks.
So we're not going to say our goodbyes. We do have an interview coming with Rodriguez after the game is over, if Jalen Fong can get him. But on behalf of VSN, Ron Rubio came close to not showing up today. I don't know. I really don't know what I would have did, but glad to see Ron back up here. Joaquin Matus running the whole show, the production area. Eric Swain down in the bottom. Sarah on camera. JJ also on camera. And, of course, everybody else that helped out. So as we get ready to go, we're going to go to a break, and then we'll come back with the interview.
Let's go.
VSN will be right back after this.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
I'm here with Jose Rodriguez, our player of the game tonight for Centro versus Imperial. Jose, defensively, you guys have been stout all league play. You know, what makes you guys so successful on that side of the ball?
You know, we just have one goal. One goal is to go 1-0. We practice every day. It's really, how do you say it? It's really like we practice, we play hard, we come as a team. I won't be here without my teammates. Overall, we just come together as one group, and we'll see what happens when we come together.
Let's take it back to the first quarter. You guys had just scored on, I think, your second drive, and your defense causes a fumble. You pick up the football, and you go into the end zone. Talk about that play and kind of how that ignited the sideline.
You know, so that, like again, I wouldn't be here without my teammates, and without them, they wouldn't have caused a fumble. I wouldn't have got that fumble recovery. I wouldn't score without him. I wouldn't be here without him.
So now you're heading into another matchup with Southwest, the city championship. You know, talk a little bit about that matchup and, you know, what's going to take to come out victorious in that game.
We're really excited for that game. We're coming prepared. We're coming to get them. We're here. We're ready for them.
So thank you so much for taking time with us. Hey, best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Will, back up to you now. Hold on, man. Am I clear?
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part.
Okay. Coach, another resounding win for you guys. You know, it's not typically the most, you know, dominant victory, but you guys got it done. You know, what did you guys tell your team after the halftime break?
Well, you know, it's just finish. You know, there's times we've gone up in the game during halftime. We got to make sure that we finish, and that was the emphasis going into the second half, is make sure we finish.
It seemed like the passing game was a little hit and miss tonight, but you guys got it rolling late in the fourth quarter. You know, what were you telling Rodriguez during that final drive that you guys punched it in the fourth?
Well, hey, just, you know, follow our reads and our keys. You know, that, you know, offensively, we have a system, and it's just a matter of following the system. And he's done a good job, and the offense did a good job tonight. We got some little things we have fixed, but we'll get that stuff corrected.
You guys are still undefeated in league after the tough start at the beginning of the season. You know, talk about the confidence that is growing with each week in this program.
Well, you know, our guys believe. You know, obviously we had some setbacks early in the season, but our guys have come together over time. And again, we got those little things corrected, and we'll continue to correct the little things moving forward.
Any early thoughts on the city championship game next week?
You know, I'm just trying to enjoy tonight, and I'll worry about that come tomorrow. You know, victories are hard to come by, and we appreciate every one of them. And most of all, we appreciate our support, our crowd, the Grace Part of that. You know, we have a tremendous team here at Centro, and you know, we're very fortunate here.
Coach, I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday. Good luck. Well, back up to you.
And welcome back, everybody. We appreciate Rodriguez and Coach Rookie and Jalen Jalen Fong and everybody. So from Will Torres, Ron, your last thoughts on the game tonight.
Well, it's everything that we thought it was going to come to be. Spartans did, the Spartans, they followed what their recipe for success. They did what they had to do. They did their job. Tigers, on the other hand, they had the opportunities to make plays. It just didn't happen tonight. But good luck to both teams down the stretch. And as we said, all roads are leading to the showdown, man. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And I'm going to have to agree on those thoughts with my man, Ron Rubio. Good luck for the rest of the season. Good luck for the Imperial Tigers. And so we will see you on Thursday
night
at Eagle Field, Southwest Stadium, and also VSN Vince Carrillo, John Reno will be at Simpson Shimamoto Field in Imperial Tiger Country, where the Bulldogs travel down there. So once again, VSN, good night.